Hey guys, this is Dr. Sean over at the Natural BodyWorks, and we're going to go over more of this pen today. I'm wearing my little tank top so you can see a little bit better, and I'm going to show you some points specifically for neck pain. Now, a lot of people have been asking about this one, and I think it's a really good one to do, but there's a couple things we have to watch out for. So remember with this little thing, and you can find a link down the bottom, yeah, you can find them cheaper all over the place. I do not sell them in the link at the bottom. They're just from a company that's on Amazon that I liked, and I get a little tiny cut out of that. So go ahead and do that. But by the end of this video, you're going to know about 8 different points. Now there's some local points and there's some acupuncture points too. There's also some kind of weird ones which are on the hand, which I'll show you because I want to be able to use this for ourselves, right? We don't have to have somebody else unit, but typical things with this thing, new batteries. If you're having problems with this thing getting stripped out, you may have to use some plumber's tape on that. You can find that at any hardware store or whatever. It's a little stretchy kind of plastic tape, and put it on there and then try to cinch it down because this thing is plastic. This is plastic and this will wear out really quick, and this part here is actually metal. So have a good grip on this thing, and remember, using lotion is fine, using oil or something like that. Essential oil is a really good idea, I think. That's a really interesting way to do it. Maybe mixed with a little bit of petroleum jelly if you like, or aloe vera is a really good one because that's also kind of helpful. But let's go over a few different points for neck pain. Now with neck pain, there's a whole lot of reasons. Remember, there's 7 bones in the neck itself. There's 7 bones in every mammal, from mice to giraffes all have 7 bones in their neck, and each one of those bones can move a little bit independently of the others, and not too independently. That's a dislocation or a broken neck. We don't like that thing, but C1 right at the top is right underneath here. So we have the mastoid process. Go over a little bit of anatomy. We have the mastoid process right behind the ear, and that is the attachment for a muscle that comes all the way down into here like this, called the sterno, which the sternum is here, clito, which is the clavicle, and then mastoid. So if we do like this, maybe we can see it. Sterno, clito, and it goes to the mastoid. Its whole job is to pull it down like this. Big player when it comes to neck pain, okay? Other players that we want to really look at in this one are going to be things like, or muscles like the trapezius, which travels down this way into the shoulder and then down into the back. There's actually 2 points on there. And then there's some other muscles underneath and in between. So here's the sternocleidomastoid, and here's the trapezius. The muscles in between here are called scalenes. They're like the wires that hold up a flagpole. You know what I mean? Those ones that you see. Really big ones because they'll pull up in this way, and if you try to push down, they'll pull your neck over. And the torticollis is also from sternocleidomastoid and all this kind of stuff in there. So those are bad ones, and they're rough, and they can be a lot of pain. They can give you pain in the jaw. They can give you pain up in the head. So if you're having some pain like those, look up the other ones. I do have one on there, I think, for headaches, but we're going to go over headache points too. So there's a whole bunch of stuff for this. So keep watching. I'm going to look at my notes real quick, and we're going to come back and go right into the things, okay? Okay guys, we're here with our pen. Ooh, I already have it set at 4. I zap myself. Remember, this thing is supposed to pinch a little bit. Now if it's really zapping you, you need moisturizer. Okay, you need moisturizer on the points or on your hands. You need to be hydrated. Hydrated is one of the biggest things too that can cause neck pain. Neck pain can be caused by trauma, whether it's like sleeping wrong or have a car accident, fall out of a tree, get run over by a car, trampoline accidents, really common with little kids. Sleeping accidents, which means basically sleeping in the wrong position for too long. Other things that can cause neck problems is a good sneeze. I've had people blow out discs with a sneeze. You can't have infections in there, you can't have other things, so it's a good idea to get those checked out. But here's a couple quick checks, okay? So if you can have someone just push down on top of your head, if they push down straight on top of your head and you get a zing or any kind of like numbness or tingling, that could be a disc, okay? Other ones too, leaning back and forward, those can be disc issues, and we want to have those checked. Try not to have surgery. Go do other things first. Get one of these. This is like 20 bucks, man. If this thing's 20 bucks and you handle your neck pain with that, you save yourself $20,000 and probably 3 different surgeries. It's ridiculous how many people have those kind of things. I've been doing this for 20 years, and this is kind of what I do. So let's go first, and the first point is going to be gallbladder. This one's gallbladder 20. Okay, gallbladder 20 is on the back right here. So between this muscle, the trapezius, which remember comes down like this, comes down in through here. The trapezius and this little gully at the occiput is this gallbladder 20. Now when I put my pen there, I can push, and now I can move my head back and forth and side to side and really find a good spot in there. I feel it shooting up into my head. Those are called the suboccipital nerves. They're really good to get into. People that have pinches in there can have headaches in here or up here or even behind the eye. Very, very good place to get into. So remember, we hold it deep. Let's see if I can find it again. There's the mastoid, right? Right off the mastoid, right in that little gully in there, is that spot. Okay, if you're within a dime or a quarter's amount of space, you should be fine. Okay, I don't see any twitching with this one, but it's a kind of a cool one. We're going to hold that one deep for 10 seconds, loose for 10 seconds, and medium for 10 seconds, right? And then don't forget, you can kind of move your head around and get a little bit different feel. Now, if we go down into gallbladder 21, it's going to be right on top of the trapezius. And sometimes, I think we can see that one. Yes, we can see it bounce a little bit. I turn my head back and forth. Then we're going to go deep. You can see it bouncing pretty good. This is set at 4. Middle and then surface. Sometimes deeper is better with these kind of ones because it might pinch and sting on the thing. So those are the couple points right on the neck itself. Those are traditional points. Other ones are on this muscle here, that sternocleidomastoid. Okay, so Adam's apple straight over, right on that sucker, and here we can see See down into here? You can see it popping right there and right there. That's going to help open that up. Okay? Don't go too forward into here. That's the carotid sinus. That can make you, could make you pass out. But it won't. Just don't push on it. It'll hurt anyway. So, if I push it in there, actually it doesn't hurt at all. But I can feel it into my chin too. So you want to stick on the muscle. We can come down about 2 inches. Remember these are inches, right? That's at 2 inches down there, and catch the middle of the sternocleidomastoid. I feel it up into here and down into here, and then even a little further down. This one I feel into the arm, okay, into here. That's a good one. And then we can come back into the scalenes, okay? Scalenes back. Wow, 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 right there. Oh my God, this is like, oh dear, small intestine 17 and 18 up through here, and those are really, wow, those are good. I feel this one in the ear actually. That's a really good one right there. Those can actually get these to bump. No, it's not going to cause you problems. Yes, you can use it on both sides. Actually, that really loosens it up. I'm going to work on this side now. But you get, if you tool around in this area, you're going to catch the brachial plexus. Okay, brachial plexus is a bunch of nerves, and those nerves go underneath the collarbone, underneath all these muscles, underneath the arm, and they go to your fingers and hands. So as I go into here, as I get back here, I can feel right there, I'm catching C5. That's the C5 nerve root. It goes right there. Come a little forward. I feel it in my thumb. That's going to be C6. Go even forward from that. I feel a little bit in my neck. Actually, there we go. Don't forget to move them around. Totally safe to do so. There's a couple points on the hand, actually, which you can use. Number one is an extraordinary point. Extraordinary point number 8 is called Logien. And that's right in here. Dorsum, back side of the hand. Okay, these are called metacarpals. Okay, the index metacarpal. And there's like there's a knuckle right there. There's a knuckle. And on the inside, right when it starts to get a gully, that's your point. Now that one, we see a little. As I loosen, you can see it pulsing. Pop, 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 pop. Okay, good one to do. Again, I'm using it a little bit higher so we can see it, but you can use 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever. And you want to hold it for those 10 seconds, 3 sections, right? 10 deep, 10 middle, 10 surface. And that'll help you kind of really stimulate that point. The next point too is on what's called, we call this the fish skin, okay, or the fish line, the fish skin line. So this skin here is different color a little bit than this skin up here. You see a little bit of differentiation in color. That's because this is a different kind of skin called the stratum lucidium, and this is the stratum corneum. So right on this sucker, here's the, again, metacarpals. These are carpals. We had a video on that one. I'll try and put the thing up here. There's a little link to it if you want to see the carpal tunnel one. And we have the metacarpal here, the 5th metacarpal, the pinky, and right past there's the knuckle as we go into the gully, right in there, and we'll feel this one right into the finger and into the forearm. If we do it real, oh. I can kind of, I don't know if you can see that one, but it's really moving the whole hand like this. Let's see, I'll turn it up. Let's see what happens. Oh. Eesh. Okay, you can kind of see it. I can feel it a lot more. I actually feel it in the other arm too because I'm holding both ends of it, right? So it says it back down to 4. Now, so there's a couple of the hand points. This is actually small intestine point number 3, and this is a unique or like extraordinary point for acupuncture. They're really useful. It's a good one. Now, on the other side down here, this one's for low back. We'll go over that at a different time. But you can use those in the neck and around the neck. Now, you can also hit right on here the top of the trapezius, which is right here. Remember, that's that gallbladder 21. We put that bugger right there. Ooh. And we can hold it down and we can feel and we can see it, you know, pulsing and stuff like that. Now, the last one is called, this is a triple burner one, a Sanjiao, which is a triple burner or triple warmer number, what is it, 15 right on the top. Okay, as you move your shoulder blade around, you're going to feel, move it around, kind of hard to find. Usually be a real bad trigger point right in through here, and that point is right at the top. I can get in there. Whoops. If I can get in there, I can find a little point, which is right on top of the shoulder blade. And that muscle travels right up from that point. It's called the Levator Scapulae. It goes into C2 right here. And all it does is lifts the scapula. So it does this. Okay, it fully contracts, it does this. Now, you may have seen my other video, which is the 5 directions, where I do the different, or 4 directions actually, where I do the stretches for the neck when you're sitting at a desk a long time. If not, I'll have to repost it because it's a really good one and it really works. But what that one does is a tension and release technique. Oh, this side feels really much looser, actually, that I was working on showing you guys. Work on the muscles that hurt, okay, if they're the front or if they're on the other side. The only thing to worry about in through here is try not to get it too close to your carotid sinus. The carotid sinus is, if you rub that, your blood pressure will drop momentarily, but you also can slow it down and you can pass out. That can happen. It's where these two, the internal and external carotids, branch off. Okay, you have one that goes in and one that goes out, and those are the ones that give a lot of blood to your head. Okay. Those are the ones that also are checking when you're doing ultrasounds for atherosclerosis and risk of stroke and things like that. So do those points, okay? We have a couple easy ones. We have a couple in the hands, the small intestine one here. We have the extraordinary one over here. I'm going to turn this down because, wow, it was getting me. You remember, you can also use this as just a trigger point thing, right? You can just press in and work with the small end or the big end in through here. And this, the cool thing about this is this big end in through here, you can actually kind of, it'll work this way too, by the way. Get in there and just kind of work these muscles down all the way through. Harder to do on yourself. If you're working on someone else or someone else is working on you, have their hand on you and then the other hand using the machine, okay, because you have to complete the circuit. Otherwise, if you just put this on them and turn it on and just, you know, like play around on somebody else, they won't feel much. Okay, they probably won't even feel anything. Like, I don't feel this doesn't work. You touch them with the other hand, zap-a-doodle, it'll really feel it. So go ahead and work on those. You can work all the way up into the neck. You can work into the skull a little bit. Those ones will really get you going. I will do one on Bell's palsy, I think, next, and we're going to do shoulder as well. So don't forget to subscribe at the bottom and leave a comment if you've used this before. That's how I get my ideas, is you guys leaving comments and telling me how it works and what you guys have done and if it works. So it's really kind of cool. Now, if you're having problems with the provider or the people that are sending these to you, I'm going to be opening up, I think, my own store for this kind of thing, because it's easier for me to just drop ship the thing in the mail. People have not got them for weeks, and that can be a problem. But anyway, this is Dr. Sean over at the Natural BodyWorks in a wife beater, and I hate this thing, but I'm not going to do it with no shirt on, that's for sure. Play with it, look at the other videos, don't forget to subscribe, and comment at the bottom. If you want to find us on Facebook, you can. I'm at the Natural BodyWorks Parker, or the Natural BodyWorks, I think, big purple thing like my other videos. And I just did a couple opening videos of some other things, so stay tuned for those too. And we'll go from there. See you later and take care.